21 Pilots, Josh and Tyler, nice to meet you. And herzlich willkommen zu Letzte Runde mit. That's the title of the format.
Okay.
It's like, if the drink is empty, the interview is over. I thought you will.
Get started.
X the whole thing. In Germany, it's like a bell
Okay.
that rings.
Okay.
Yeah.
And everyone needs to go home.
What time
yeah.
is your bell usually ring?
Depends where you
Okay.
go. Maybe here, Neuhausen ob Eck, I guess it's like 10 o'clock. In Berlin, maybe 5 or 6 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning.
Really?
I don't know.
Jeez.
Wow.
One thing before we forget this. Happy belated birthday.
Wow. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
We got something for you. Feel free. We got a Dasding t-shirt for you.
Wow, this is
Nice.
gonna be a great show tonight. Now.
Yeah. I mean, nothing sets up a good show like a bunch of candy right before.
That's right.
Yeah, feel free
I'm
to
moving
use. You
slow.
can use the bag afterwards.
Thank you.
And eat everything you want. That's our merch.
Nice.
What's your favorite thing on here?
The Oreo cookie.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Very
the
German.
tender is also really, really tasteful.
This guy?
This guy, yeah.
Tender.
Wow,
How's that?
yeah.
Tender. It's like soft cream inside of chocolate.
All right,
Yeah,
hold on
yeah.
to that one. I'm gonna try one of these too. Strawberry.
Yeah, try it.
So once all this candy's gone, then the interview's over, huh?
That would be taking a lot of time. But so I saw your video on Instagram. It looked like you were asleep and then you guys woke him up.
You have to say hip hip hooray 34 times.
Oh no.
I wasn't asleep. I was just.
He just looked really ugly in that video.
I was just a little shy. All the attention was on me.
Yeah.
Are you normally the guy who likes when everyone is singing happy birthday, or you are like, oh my god, please don't do this?
I guess it's somewhere in between, you know. I chose the drums because it was the least attention. But now
Yeah.
there's just two of us in the band, so I get attention.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
at the same time, it's the loudest instrument there is, so
It's
he
true.
kind of wants attention.
Yeah, I secretly do.
But how is it to have birthday like in Germany, not with your family?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really good birthday. I think, you know, we were talking about it, like the time of year that my birthday falls. It's usually when we're playing, shows.
Yeah.
And if and actually, pandemic was one of the first like rare times that I had a birthday at home.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know what to do. You have to like actually think about what you want to do and kind of plan it out and like feel like you need to do something.
Yeah.
But on the road, it's just, you know, we get to play a show and it's always really fun. So it was a great birthday yesterday.
Do you guys get this festival feeling when you are on tour?
We've been able to catch some other bands play, which,
Yeah.
in the past it's been a little tougher to do, but with just the travel schedule, we're getting onto the grounds earlier. And yeah, a lot of bands we've maybe never heard of or maybe just heard a little bit of, but you just learn so much about a band when you see them live. And it's really inspiring to watch bands, especially being, closer to the top of the bill. As a headliner, you almost feel a responsibility to represent them because they put in so much work and they killed it all day long for you to kind of be the one that kind of closes it out and represents their day. You feel a responsibility to them as a band member.
Which was the greatest band?
Oh man, we saw a few the other day. Bad Religion was awesome. Idols was really awesome. I liked them a lot. There's a few that popped out.
Just watched a little bit of Idols today too. Yeah, it's fun to watch bands. It feels like bands started to feel like bands were disappearing for a little bit, and now like, being at a festival full of like guitars and drums and bands again, it feels nice.
Yeah, a lot of German musicians said that too.
Well, it's because playing live is so important
Yeah.
to a band's makeup, to
Yeah.
their DNA, and when you can't play live, there's a lot of what we love about what a band is that they just don't have that access. I think that's what sets it apart from a lot of the other musical acts and solo careers and everything. A band, you really have to, not only are you figuring out who you are inside of a unit, but you're also trying to figure out how do I want to communicate to a group of people with my group of guys or girls or whoever it is with my band? How do we do this? And playing live, playing shows, no matter how large, is always the most important thing to a band. And so when the pandemic hit, I'm not surprised that there weren't any bands really coming up.
Yeah. So good that everything is going to start again and not doing like live sessions or something like on YouTube. I mean, you did it too. It's cool for the fans, I guess. But
Yeah,
not
but
so
it
cool
kind of
for you.
sucks.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever replace a live show.
Yeah. I have a question. When I watched you on YouTube, there were a lot of press conferences.
Yeah.
When did this start? Well, do you had this idea or was it
Yeah,
from
no,
a
we
radio
just,
station?
it was, I mean, press conference is a little dramatic. It sounds
dramatic.
It sounds more professional than it was.
Could you build your favorite taco, each of you?
Really, we just wanted to concoct a scenario where we could interact with our fans.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a little, I guess, unfortunate that we don't get to connect with our fans in the way that we used to when we first started out. And so to create an environment where they can ask us questions and stuff, but we still have microphones and we feel professional doing it, we still get to connect with them and let them throw things at us, and it was fun.
Even though not every microphone was working.
Yeah, no, you run into that stuff. For all I know, this microphone's not working.
Yeah. But there were a lot of funny questions. I think we have the sound. Like you can do a beat on it.
We got audio guys back there saying it works.
Yeah, they're probably turning me down now that I hit the mic so hard.
Can't hear anything
Yeah.
after that
Yeah.
interview.
Yeah.
There were a lot of funny questions. Do you like those kind of questions, or is it something that depends on the situation?
Well, first of all, I would say being a journalist and kind of being in your position would be a tough job because, you know, you probably interview a bunch of bands.
Yeah.
Some of them you're a fan of, some of them you don't really know, and it's kind of your job to do some research on that band. And there have been a lot of great interviews that we've had, and then some that you can kind of tell they just like did a little bit of research ahead of time, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But with the press conference, it was nice because we gathered a bunch of people who, have seen us before or follow stuff that we do online. So they had a bunch of different questions that they came up with from knowing us as a band, and they ranged all over the place. And I think a lot of it's because Tyler and I both balance between kind of like we have like a very lighthearted and just kind of like joking around side of our personality, and also a very serious one. So it was kind of interesting in those interviews how questions back to back would just be completely different.
Yeah. Like how to roll a burrito or what was it like? It was really fun because you were reacting funny. Like the question when this girl asked, how do you get to know each other?
It was at a pet store.
And you came in because you were trying to get
A hamster.
Trying to get a new hamster because what happened to your old one?
His lung capacity was really bad, but so when I got the wheel for him to run on, it actually killed him.
I guess it was more like a podcast. This whole press conference was more like a podcast than a press conference. But it was really funny, to see that. You guys have this crazy handshake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
We haven't done it in a while. Yeah, we only do it for at least $50,000.
That's not how much I got in my pocket.
Okay, well, not too bad.
So we won't do it.
This
how much is all this
enough,
worth?
Yeah.
Same thought.
What was it like the whole last 3 years? No one was shaking hands. Everyone was like just like in fist bump. I was wondering like, okay, you got this crazy handshake, and everyone was like, "Bats."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I didn't know if like an actual handshake would ever come back. I thought it was just fist bump from here on out, and I still stick with the fist bump.
You still stick with it?
I prefer it, and we've talked about this before because and especially pre-pandemic, and now it feels like it's going back to it. You go up to somebody, and if you initiate like a greeting at the same time with somebody, someone will go like this, and one person goes like that, and so we are just like you always got to be the first one.
Yeah.
So like super early, I'll see someone super far away,
Yeah.
and I just go like this way ahead of time, so they know what's about to happen, and I know what's about to happen.
But what will be the case if he arrives like this? like
Yeah, what if
the
he's
same time.
he's down the hallway?
Yeah,
you
you-
saw the
you're
whole
right.
and Carousel, and
You just got to
were
get earlier and earlier with the
and then it
setup.
was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But he turns the corner with his tongue out. You're like, man, I got a French
now,
kiss this
now
guy.
we got to kiss.
Yeah, okay, that would be the most funny case, I think.
Probably.
With his tongue out.
Here comes the French.
Yeah.
How does Germany smell to you guys? That's a real question.
I still don't understand why you guys don't have air conditioning.
We have, but it's off right now.
Why?
Because it would be too loud.
I
For
don't
the
think so.
interview.
It's
I
just
just don't
air.
I'm sweating the whole day.
I know. It just feels like everywhere here is just always like there's no air conditioning anywhere.
Yeah, it's not that often like I knew it from other countries.
So do you guys just like grow up being sweaty and hot?
Yeah,
All the
mostly
time?
like when we live upstairs right under the roof.
Yeah, I mean maybe it's
Ugh.
just like a American privilege or whatever. But man, it is hot here all the time. But it smells great.
I was actually, I was weirdly thinking about that walking around the other day, and I was just like, it is interesting that going to different countries and countries have different smells. Do you notice that?
Yeah, but I will say on our drive, we were on a bus from our show, Hurricane, to here to South Side, and the country is beautiful. Like that drive is unbelievable. How just the way that the land moves and everything. So it was really, I love. Germany's one of the prettier places for sure. Some people may not think that, but that drive last night was pretty awesome.
Tones and I, the musician from Australia, said the same thing yesterday.
Yeah.
Like she was driving through the whole country and was like, wow, the landscape is so beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Everything looks so great.
Mhm.
You're touring through whole Europe. Is there any chance that you can really get to know a place? Like you can have a coffee or have a drink or get to know the people and the vibe from the city when you are there?
Yeah. It all depends. Whenever there is time, I think like really trying to take advantage of, some free time and walk around and enjoy what a city has to offer. We try to, because at some point we're not going to be touring anymore and traveling much less. And then I don't want to look back on our career traveling the world and just kind of remember. I'll remember sweating a lot in a lot of countries and being uncomfortable, but I
Because
also want
there's no air condition.
Yeah. But I also want to remember, some nice coffees and nice different types of food.
Yeah, no, I think as we get older though, we start to realize, hey, let's slow down and actually enjoy the places that we're in. Because when we first started out, our touring schedule was so intense. You kind of like shut your brain off and you just go from show to show to show. Then you realize you visited all these places and you didn't really get to experience anything. So I think as we get older, we're realizing that we're going to try to take advantage of how lucky we are to get to travel the world.
Party. Very synchron.
I think isn't it bad luck to like cheers water?
Yeah, there was this one interview. One of you said he can really drink fast.
Oh.
I thought, was it you?
Yeah, we make stuff up all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half the stuff we said today isn't true.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank
21
you.
Pilots.
Thank you. Thanks
for the water.
Thanks for his
the
candy.
Yeah. I'm going to eat all this right now.
Yep.
And then stand on the stage and like, oh,
Yeah.
my stomach
Little
hurts.
tummy ache.
Yeah, I'll be up all night from the sugar too.
All right. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.